Recording pa ba? Good morning everyone. So, my name is Audris Junehal. Now, we're going to tackle about the lesson 16, teaching by asking. But before that, meron muna akong so this is called the mystery number. So yung gagawin natin dito ay mag-i-guess tayo ng number. So bibigyan ko kayo ng chance na mag-ask sa akin ng questions for the clue lang. For example, mag-ask kayo sa akin ng questions na it is by 10 ba siya? 10, 20, 30, 40. So yung i-guess yung number is between 1 to 100 lang. Tapos I will give you a chance na mag-ask ng 5 questions lang. Tapos yung isasagot ko lang is yes or no. Okay? So for example, yung i-ask nyo is ano ba siya? Over 50, gano'n. Okay? So, who wants to ask questions? Okay. Ibrahim, ask question. Kahit ano, basta magiging close siya para mag-guess yung mystery number. Birthday, no? Less than 10. No. Another. Paria. Mag-guess ng number pa ay mag-ano-asa ng clue. So, kailangan ninyo akong i-ask.
Odd number?
Yes.
Odd number. Yeah. Odd number.
Sino pa? Sino pa rin? Ano more?
Di ba di pa sa brasa pa?
Piliin mo lang, hindi sabihin na more than 50 ba siya, more than 40.
Sino si Joanna?
More than 30. Yes? Wala na, isa pa. Ay, meron pang dalawa. Sino ang mag-ask? At sino ang mag-ask? Okay, dito naman, hindi. Last. Okay. Hindi. 37. Last 33. Okay. Start tayong mag-guess dito. 31. Sabihin din ay isa na correct. Yes. Correct na number.
31.
33.
33. 33.
Magbigay ako ng isa pa. More than 50.
More than 50.
Oo.
51.
57.
53.
69. Ha?
63.
67. Hindi siya pala odd number.
Eh?
Sitting as a group or individual and maging comfortable with it. Okay, let's proceed sa ating introductions. But before that, may ask mo na akong questions which is sasagutan ni Miss Mulato. Okay, Miss Mulato, what do you think is the function of teaching by asking in a classroom setting?
Teaching by asking is one way of strategy of a teacher that can integrate in school, which the student also engage the teacher. Like, meron din yung Socratic questioning, right? Diba? Ano yun? Parang na-intrigue yung curiosity ng student na mag-engage siya, ng teacher pa, by gradually na inaano ng teacher, parang asking until makuha nila yung point.
Okay, thank you so much. Very good. So, that's right. Tama yung sinabi ni Miss Mulato. So, introduction. So, sa mathematics class, in mathematics class, it's very essential, no, na mag-ano ka question sa mga students mo. Because through questioning is mai-engage mo yung students mo at saka makukuha mo yung attention ng mga students mo. Dahil, kasi pag puro ka lang salita ng salita sa front, katulad ko, pag nagsasalita lang ako, more on discussing lang without asking my students, involving my students, ang mangyayari is mag-work sila at mawawalan sila ng ganang makinig sa iyo. Or maaari na makatulog sila dyan sa likod, ganun. So dapat, you need to ask question to your students. So, as an effective teachers, no, hindi ka lang dapat nagbabasa ng definition, theorems, dapat pinapa-understand mo talaga yung students mo. That's why nag-ask ka ng questions. Kasi through questioning, malalaman mo yung kung saan yung bata may nahihirapan pala siya sa discussion mo, or meron pala siyang hindi naiintindihan, at meron din mga students na, malalaman mo din yung mga students na may advanced skills when it comes to questioning na. So, that's why, no? So, through questioning din, no, dito malalaman mo yung misunderstanding ng mga learners mo. Kasi pag yung teachers, pag alam niya, pag knowledgeable siya sa misunderstanding ng mga students niya, then he or she will understand his or her students at mas ipapaano pa niya sa mga students yung discussions niya or yung topic na dinidiscuss niya, ipapaano talaga niya, ipapa-understand sa mga students niya through asking questions. No? And therefore, it is really necessary na mag-frame tayo ng questions sa classroom or pag nagdi-discuss tayo para to keep the class discussions moving. So, this goal of this strategy, itong questioning strategy, ang goal nito is para ma-hear natin yung mga voice ng yung mga voice ng ating mga students kung meron na silang natutunan sa ating dinidiscuss dito as a teacher, no? Kaya kailangan natin na mag-ask ng questions. So, yung challenge lang natin dito is kung ano yung sasabihin natin or yung i-ask natin sa mga students natin para ma-engage sila. Okay, now, ayun yun naman ba? Okay. Discussion versus lecture. So, Mr. Muti, can you identify what is the difference of discussion and lecture?
And in discussion, it is yung teacher is nagdi-discuss lang siya wherein walang integration of, hindi nakiki-engage yung mga students. So parang discussion yun, lecture yun. Sa lecture is parang nagbibigay ka lang ng, kumbaga is dinidiscuss mo lang kung ano yung dinidiscuss mo without engaging the student into your discussion. So kumbaga is dinag-deliver ka lang yung sa lecture. While sa discussion is, nagdi-discuss ka at the same time is ini-engage mo yung mga student na mag-participate doon sa discussion mo.
Yes, thank you so much. Very good. So, that's right. Tama yung sabi ni Mr. Moti. Yung kaibahan ng discussion versus lecture is yung discussion, yung goal talaga ng teacher is ma-engage yung mga students niya through asking. Hindi lang nagdi-discuss siya, nagsasalita sa front, but ini-involve talaga yung student niya by asking kung ano yung mga natutunan nila or kung saan sila mas nahihirapan, kung saan sila magaling na, gano'n. Kaya ina-ask ng teacher yung mga students niya. While dito naman sa lecture is, kuwan siya. Sa lecture naman is yung ginagawa lang is nagdi-discuss lang. Or, ayan. So dito, sa lecture is, yung teacher dito is parang source of information na. So, unlike doon sa discussion na hindi lang receiving information but also nagpa-process din siya ng information yung mga students. Kasi sa lecture, yung mga students is yung role nila is nakikinig lang sila. Tapos, sila na mismo yung mag-understand kung ano yung sinabi ng teacher. So, this is the difference between discussion and lecture. So, mas maganda na gamitin natin yung discussion-based strategy kaysa sa lecture-based strategy which we are going to teach in the future. So, proceed tayo sa art of questioning. So, bakit nga ba tinawag siyang art of questioning? So, not all question is created equal. May mga question na yung magiging sagot lang board. While sa questioning naman, pag nag-a-ask ka ng questions sa students mo, kung ano yung ma-process lang sa utak ng student mo, yun lang din yung sasabihin niya. So that is why art of questioning or asking question is an art. So now, dito naman tayo sa avoid one-word response question. So, Miss Daluma, Miss Daluma, what is your understanding about this? Avoid one-word response questions.
So, for me kasi na yung for example, like yung identification ba? Yung what is yes or no? Yung may yes or yes, yung may yes or no na answer the question.
Yes? Tama? So, when you are going to ask question to your student, you need to avoid or kailangan na iwasan ninyo na mag-ask kayo ng questions na yung sagot is yes or no lang. Kasi hindi yan may stretch yung muscles ng mga students mo para mag-isip or mag-think meaningfully. So, kailangan, advisable na pag nag-ask kayo ng questions is open-ended questions. Kasi sa open-ended questions is idea talaga ng mga students. No? Idea talaga nila at may matutunan sila. So, that's why avoid using asking questions to your student na yes or no lang, or true or false, or katulad sa survey, di ba? Mga ganun. Pero sa survey, it's ano na talaga yun. Okay, next is foster acquirement conducive to learning and questioning. Okay, Miss Ibrahim, what is your understanding about this?
Okay. So, sa pag-ask ng question is kailangan hindi mo pinag-pressure yung student mo na mag-answer na yung gusto mo lang, yung na-expect mo lang na answer. Dapat may freedom sila na express kung ano yung alam nila, kung anong natutunan nila, or kung ano yung prior knowledge nila.
Tama, very good. So, tama yung sinabi ni Miss Ibrahim. When you are in a classroom, you need to make sure na yung students mo is comfortable, no? Comfortable na mag-express ng ideas nila pag sumasagot. So, that's why, huwag mo silang i-pressure. Huwag mong i-pressure yung mga students mo. Kung magsagot lang sila, dapat listening lang tayo. Even though mali yung sagot nila, huwag naman agad natin sagot, ay, mali yung sagot mo. Next question, next student ng sagot. Ganon. So, dapat, continue lang tayo sa, i-appreciate natin yung sagot nila kasi it's their own ideas, no? Hindi natin masasabi na mali ka agad. Kasi pag ganun yung nangyayari, hindi na magsasagot yung student. Next time, may i-ask mo yung student. So, dapat, we need to be aware about this, no? We need to make our students comfortable. Yes. Next is, my question, my answer is a no. Okay.
Ako, sandali to.
Wala pa akong kapart.
Likod. Si Miss Mamundato.
Ay, gugtaw no?
No? Pakadadar ka na kasi.
Okay, my answer.
Para
My
pilay.
question, my answer is a no.
Basically, when you are giving a question to your students, hindi ka dapat magbibigay ng sarili mong answer.
Yes, that's
Sa
all.
understanding ko yun. You let your students pairalan yung utak nila, gamitin yung utak nila kahit na sa tingin mo wala silang answer para hindi masayang yung pagbigay mo ng question sa kanila.
Yes, very good. So, dito naman sa my question, my answer is the no. Tama yung sinabi ni Miss Mamundato na dapat you need to give time for your students para mag-process ng information or mag-process kung ano yung na-understand nila sa gina-ask mo ng question. Kasi, may mga teacher na ganito na nag-a-ask sila ng question, tapos walang sumagot ng mga bata, sila na mismo yung sumagot. So, yung pag ganun kasi, hindi natin alam na yung student natin pala, nagpa-process pa sila, nag-take pa sila, no? So, we need to mag-intay muna tayo na kahit kunti man lang para magpa-process ng information. Yung mga student natin, makaprocess sila ng understanding nila sa sinagot mo. Hindi yung ikaw na kaagad yung sasagot. No? So, ay, wala na naman nag-appear. So, ayan, give time, no? Give time to ponder, give them some time to ponder and hypothesize deeply about ideas. So, pag mayroon namang student na nagsagot, tapos hindi tama yung sagot niya, then you just need to continue listening and ask specificatory questions after niya magsagot. No? So, kasi, kailangan natin i-respect yung mga ideas, kung ano yung mga understanding ng mga student natin at i-value. Even though it contains So, go. Okay, Sa. Okay.
Video nga.
Ay.
So, frame questions that are accessible to all learners. So, dapat magbigay ka ng questions na kayang sagutin ng mga learners mo according sa age nila, according sa level ng
Yes.
knowledge nila. And also, dapat yung ibibigay mo na question is dapat appropriate din.
Very good. Tama. So, okay. Frame questions that are accessible to all learners. So, dito is, you need to remind your students that the question is for all members of the class. Dapat yung questions na binigay ko is for all. Wala kang favoritism. May mga teachers kasi na ganyan, natatawagan nila yung favorite nila na student kasi matalino at alam niya na yung sagot niya is maganda, tama, gano'n. So, we need to avoid that, no? Na mag-ask tayo ng questions na para lang sa isang estudyante, na gusto natin. Okay, that's it. Next is learner should be active questioner too. So dito naman, ako na yung magano. Dito, as a teacher, kailangan dapat maging active questioner ka, no? Hindi lang yung teacher dapat yung nagtatanong sa mga students, pati dapat yung mga students nagtatanong sa iyo as a teacher.
Encourage
So,
them.
yeah. And also, the other, learners, school learners din. So ito yung nangyari sa amin sa edX. Yung teacher nag-aas sa student, yung student nag-aas sa teacher, tapos yung mga kaklase niya ay sumagot naman sa questions ng kanyang kaklase. Ay, so for example, the teacher is nagtawag siya, tapos nagtawag siya ng isang student, tapos sabi niya mag-ask ka ng question. So pag-ask ng question ng isang estudyante, yung tinawag niya yung si, for example, Isa, sagutan mo yung ganon. So this is, learn should be active questioner too. So through this, pag ginanto natin yung mga student natin, ini-engage talaga, is there will be an active participation inside the classroom. So, and ito yung mga possible mga responses sa mga situations, no, pag nasa klase tayo. Ayan. So hindi ko na siya